welcome to Microflow. It's so nice to be here. We took last week off, but here we are. So tonight we are going to do kind of like a stretch and like flexibility session on our pole. So I'll show you some of my favorite stretches on the pole. See, I'm already doing it without even thinking about it. I thought that we could start with, I guess we'll start with our lower body since that's just kind of what was happening. So it's always good to stretch out like the calves, and the pole is a great way to stretch them out. So if you place your heel on the ground and then press like the ball of your foot on the pole and just like lean forward, you can get a nice stretch there. And with stretching and flexibility and dancing and life and everything, it's good to just like slow down the breath, check in with the body, see if anything's like restricted, stressed, and see if we can like lighten that up a bit and give ourselves some space. And stretching to the other foot. And it's been so dark at night with the time change and the time of year and everything. So one of my solutions for that is having holiday lights out. Okay, so we can take a step back from the pole, and then now we're going to kind of do a split on the pole. So taking a step back and then bringing one foot up onto the pole. Wearing socks is helpful so your feet slide, and just grabbing the pole for safety. Safety is our top priority always. And then keeping the leg straight and seeing if we can keep the hips like kind of level and not like at a diagonal if possible. If not, it's okay. And then you can just like pull yourself closer to the pole. And gently ease out of that, and we'll switch sides. My hips were definitely at a diagonal just now, so I kind of pulled back to try to like level my hips a bit. Okay, and gently ease out of that. And then we can move on with the rest of our body. So just reaching overhead and with the outside arm gripping the pole, and then the lower inside arm just gripping the pole down here, and then letting your body hang out to the side. And switching sides. I shifted the camera over to this side, so I'm gonna try and stay on this side because when the camera showed like over here, it looked kind of like messy. So full transparency, that's why it's over to this side. Okay, and then facing the pole and just like clasping your hands around it. Super simple, basic stretch. Planting your feet firmly on the ground and just like arching your back, and like pulling your hips back. I always think of like being on jet skis, which I've never done before in my life, but okay. And then another stretch, so like turning around, so your spine is like along the pole, and then clasping your fingers like on the other side of the pole, so like away from you, and then with your elbows bent, just like letting your tailbone rest on the pole, and then letting your chest kind of fall forward. And we can do some shoulder stretches, some flexibility there. So another one of my many favorite stretches. So your hands in like an L shape, your hands in an L shape, and your arms in a kind of an L shape. So your elbows like bent, and then kind of like lean forward and then away from the pole. And the other side. So I feel like these are good stretches to do for anyone, and also for us pole dancers before we dance, to like help us be more flexible and like more relaxed in our body. Anyway, that's it for our microflow today. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week.